What's going on, everyone? So to save us time, let's assume I know everything. As the shirt says, the Lakers are ready to take on the Denver Nuggets. And look, Denver, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be incredibly difficult, right? They've had our number. They've won 8 straight times, including last year's playoffs, where they swept us. And I do believe, genuinely, that the Lakers can beat Denver. I've been screaming it. I've been shouting it. I've been saying, give me Denver, give me Denver, give me Denver. Guess what? I got what I wanted. We're facing Denver. Now, this is going to be tough, right? Because the odds are stacked against the Lakers in many ways, right? They haven't been a great road team. They're going to have to win on the road. I mean, if you want to win a championship, period, you have to win on the road. How did the Lakers get to the conference finals last year? They won on the road, right? Against Memphis, against Golden State. How did Denver get to the championship and win the NBA championship? Winning on the road, winning in LA, right? As soon as the Lakers couldn't win on the road, guess what? They got swept, and Denver were able to beat us on the road. Miami, how did they get to the finals last year? They won on the road, right? Lakers have been much better winning on the road this last month or so. Is that kind of the new direction for the Lakers, or is that just kind of like, hey, just the matchups and the teams that they played? We're going to find out, right? And the idea is that, hey, this game and this series goes longer than the 4 games, right? Starting to get players back, right? Gabe Vincent looked much better in that Pelicans game. That's huge for the Lakers. Jared Vanderbilt, we're still waiting to hear what's going to happen with him. Christian Wood, it's very likely he probably missed this series. If I had to guess, the farther we advance, the more likely it is that Christian Wood could potentially come back, which he would be solid. He would be great. Just give you another big body, a guy that can be versatile. Although I hate how Darvin Ham utilizes him. Jared Vanderbilt, I know a lot of people look at it and go, hey, should we even play him if he comes back because he's not going to be the same? Yes, because you're not asking him to play 30 to 40 minutes. You're asking him to just play spot minutes to try to help wear Jamal Murray down over the course of a series, because you're hoping that this isn't the same result as last season where you get swept. You're hoping this goes 6-7 games, and the more bodies you have defensively that you can throw, Gabe Vincent, Spencer Dinwiddie, Jared Vanderbilt, a Cam Reddish, a Taurean Prince, right? You just throw in these guys at him, you can slow him down. But one of the things that I talked about in a previous video, which go check out that video after this video if you haven't seen it, is the other guys, right? One of the big things and one of the big reasons why the Lakers were able to advance, and the Lakers are so hard to beat in a playoff setting, is because of LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Talking about 2 top 10 guys in the league that elevate and feed off of each other and play very well together, that most teams don't have necessarily those pieces that can match the 2 of them, right? Teams will have, one guy, and then a guy on some occasions can, or, on most nights can, but can they do it enough to where you can beat them? Golden State, right? Steph Curry's unbelievable and incredible, but he's only one guy. Yeah, he may be able to kind of neutralize the effect of LeBron, but he can't neutralize the effect of Anthony Davis. You look at the Memphis Grizzlies, they have Ja Morant. Ja was going and just being a madman and having great games, but he's only one guy. Yes, maybe he can offset Anthony Davis, but you don't have that other guy that can kind of okay, we can basically break even on the other 2 guys, or the 2 main guys, so the other guys can step up and play a role, right? Well, then you play Denver, and they did, right? Jokic and Jamal Murray played just as good, better really, than both LeBron and Anthony Davis, and thus basically neutralized them. And then it was the other guys. You had KCP, Aaron Gordon, Bruce Brown was huge for them. Obviously, Michael Porter Jr., right? And the Lakers, on the other side of things, they didn't, right? Where was Rui Hachimura, DAngelo Russell, Dennis Schroeder, Lonnie Walker, right? Malik Beasley became unplayable, right? It's just you go down the list and it's their guys showed up and played, our guys didn't. But again, go check out that previous video for more in-depth on that. One of the things that I want to talk about and highlight more than anything is the third guy, right? And more so DAngelo Russell, because I do believe D'Lo is going to be that. I know a lot of people hold the Denver series to D'Lo. It wasn't just D'Lo. Yes, if D'Lo would have been great, Lakers win. But if everybody on that team would have been great. The Lakers win. It wasn't just D'Lo. Like, again, where was Schroeder? Where was Rui? Where was Reeves? D'Lo was our fourth, fifth, sixth guy last season. I mean, Dennis Schroeder was playing over him on most occasions, right? So again, it's just, I mean, D'Lo talked about it, but people want to blame and point out that one guy. Oh, well, he didn't do this, right? And this season, a lot of people, which again, I talked about this before, I don't understand why people seem to be rooting for D'Lo to fail. Like, so many people are like, D'Lo's playoff form, D'Lo's going to be trash in the playoffs, can't wait to see D'Lo. But, and I'm not talking about the haters and the naysayers, right? Like, that's their job, right? Is to just talk and be negative. But like, people that say that they're Laker fans are like, well, D'Lo's going to be, and it's like, why would you want that? Why are you hoping for that? Why are you even putting that out there, right? Because if D'Lo is good, we're going to win this series. If D'Lo is the guy we need him to be, and he can be that third guy and basically outpace whoever the third guy is on the other team. Because again, LeBron James and Anthony Davis healthy are going to at least neutralize the effect of Jokic and Jamal Murray, right? But it's what about everyone else? And to me, D'Lo can do that. His ability to shoot the basketball, to make plays, right? Can he be active on the defensive side? Again, he's not ever going to be great defensively. He's never going to be a lockdown defender, but can he be serviceable enough to actually have an impact and not get torched every possession, right? To me, it's really going to boil down to him. Can D'Lo basically be the third best player on most nights in this series? Again, there's going to be nights where he may have a bad night or he may have an off night. He's not a superstar. He's not even an all-star. Like, the guy is, I mean, he was one, but he's not, he's a guy. He's a role guy. You know, he's a blue chip role guy in my opinion, but he's still a role guy. My thing is, can he, 4 out of 7 games, be the third best player on the court for the Lakers, right? And be the best player on the court, not name the 4 guys, right? The Jokic, Jamal, LeBron, and AD. Can he be better than Michael Porter Jr., than a KCP? Because now at that point, now you have the production, you have that guy who is game in and game out, giving you what you need to be in the position to overtake the Denver Nuggets. And then that's where, you know, Rui and Spence and Prince and Reeves and all these other guys, they are chipping in and they'll have a game. Like, there will probably be a game in the series where Reeves drops, 25 or something, right? We probably win that game if D'Lo is good. Right? Same thing with Rui. There may be a game where Rui is that mismatch and he drops, 20 or 25. And we probably win that game if D'Lo or somebody else is good. We need a guy, D'Lo, Reeves, Rui, Gabe, Spence, whomever, right? We need somebody to be the best player on the court, not named the 4 guys. You know who I'm talking about now, right? So if we can have one guy basically be the best player, not name those guys, then I believe the Lakers can win 4 games and win the series. But if Michael Porter Jr. is the best guy outside of those 4, we're going to lose. If KCP is the best guy, right, we're going to lose. Because I believe that when you go down the list, right, let's say Jokic and Jamal basically wash out LeBron and AD. All right, let's say D'Lo has a great series and he is that guy. Then even if Michael Porter Jr. has a great series, D'Lo, if he's having the impact that we believe with his ability to shoot, score, and play make, I believe that that'll be enough to offset that and maybe like an Aaron Gordon or like a bench guy, Brown or whatever, right? To where, okay, we're basically in the +1 department. And then I believe that Reeves, Rui, Prince, Dinwiddie, Gabe, all the other guys collectively can basically outpace the other 3-4 guys for Denver, right? So to me, my money is on D'Lo. And I know some people have said it before. I've seen the comments before where people are like, well, if you're counting on D'Lo, well, then we're in bad shape. I don't believe that. And these last two games that were the most important games thus far this season, who showed up and saved the day? Oh yeah, D'Lo did, right? I mean, D'Lo had the biggest shot and the biggest play of the game against the Pelicans. Literally, that steal and then hitting the three in the corner was, I mean, we win. If either of those don't happen, we lose that game, or very likely lose that game, right? So D'Lo, he's just been different this year. He's comfortable. He's settled in, right? You're not going to have Bruce Brown that's going to be that menace, just hounding D'Lo all game and just kind of getting in his mental, right? Like, there's a lot of things that I think D'Lo is going to have the impact on, and I really do believe D'Lo is going to be great. I'm not saying he's going to drop 30 and 10 or anything like that. He doesn't need to. If he can just consistently give us 15 to 20 points, take care of the basketball, don't turn the basketball over, and give us, 6 to 10 assists a game, then he did his job. He will be the third best player on the Lakers and the best player not named those four guys, because he's going to be contributing for, 30 to 40 points a game between the assists and the playmaking and just the pressure and adjustments that Denver's going to have to make now because D'Lo is having himself a game. Right? And that opens everything else up for everyone else. So now you can't defend LeBron and AD the way that you defend LeBron and AD because D'Lo's, 8 of 12 from 3 or whatever, right? It's just D'Lo to me is the biggest X factor for the Lakers if they want to beat Denver. I mean, in the playoffs period, right? LeBron and AD are our best players, without a doubt. I think we go as far as D'Lo helps lead us. And even if Austin Reeves is great, right? Beautiful, right? Let's say he's as good as he was in the previous Denver series, where I think he averaged like 21 in that series, right? Even if he is that good, we still need D'Lo to be great, right? Because if Reeves is that, right? Because D'Lo's ability to shoot, spread the floor, play make, and be that constant threat, right, is what is so valuable. Reeves has kind of had his struggles, and even then, even when he is shooting well, he likes to get into the teeth of defense. Like, D'Lo just puts so much more pressure on opposing teams because you have to watch out for him. And then even if you are pressuring him and you are close down, he's able to make the play, make the pass, right? He's constantly having his head on a swivel. He's the better of the playmakers between Reeves and D'Lo, right? So yes, Reeves, he's a guy that can make plays. I talk about it all the time. He can make a play, but he's not really a playmaker, right? Like, he gets tunnel vision a lot. He kind of gets in his own realm, right? But I'm not saying we don't need him. We need him to be great. But to me, D'Lo and his ability to basically pivot on the fly is what is so valuable. And I believe D'Lo will be, if we win this series, I believe it's because D'Lo was great. And D'Lo might not even get the credit, right? Because if we win the series, it's going to go to LeBron, AD. And if Reeves is really good, most people are going to point to Reeves. But I am pretty confident if we win this series, it's because D'Lo was great. Not saying he's going to be great 7 out of 7 games or 6 out of 6 or however many games it is. I just think that he'll be good enough for, let's say it goes 7 games, right? I think at least 5 of those 7, he's great. And again, there's different levels of great. When I say great, I don't mean, he dropped 40 and gave us. I mean, I'd love it if he did. Beautiful. If that happens, great. But I mean more so of like, hey, D'Lo was constant, made plays, applied pressure, hit shots, had big moments, stepped up big, because we're going to need him. These games are going to, once again, be very close. We have all the evidence showing as such. Right? Like, these games are going to be tight games. We're going to need guys to hit big shots and close. That's where I believe D'Lo can shine and step in and be the guy to hit those big shots and be in that big moment, as we just saw with the Pelicans. You're going to have to be able to do it on the road, which we just saw him do against the Pelicans. Now, I'm not saying the Pelicans are as good as Denver or whatever, but it's the environment, it's the atmosphere, it's the, and the revenge factor. Right? Like, D'Lo's talked heavily about how, all the noise hardened me, the series, Denver, all the things. Well, now's your chance to prove it. Now's your chance to show it. To me, D'Lo is the biggest factor. If D'Lo handles business, the Lakers win this series. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion. Pass question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? Do you agree with me? Do you think that, hey, yeah, D'Lo, he wins the series? Again, save us time. Just assume I know everything. So you should agree with me. But no, in all seriousness, I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. So let me know down in the comments. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. So I enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.